Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Marty the Pie Guy. I've been YouTubing for just over 18 months, searching Australia for some of the best pies. A few subscribers have asked if I can come back down to Aberfoyle Village Bakery. So here I am. I'm going to try out two pies, their Satay Chicken Pie and their Thai green chicken curry pie. And I'm going to grab a Chester Square South Australian iconic cake. You can't find it anywhere else other than in Adelaide. So let's go in, grab ourselves some food, and we'll see what they're all about. All right, so I've got the Satay Chicken Pie. This retails for $6.90. I've got their Thai green chicken curry pie. This also retails for $6.90. And I've got a South Australian Chester Square or Chester Slice. This retails for $4.90, I think. I put the price up on the video. Anyway, you can only get these in SA. This is a South Australian iconic sort of cake, so we'll get stuck into that later. Let's start with the Satay Chicken Pie. It's got a nice golden lid, the sides and the base of a uniform colour. It's got a little bit of puff happening there on the lid. Looks alright. And the Satay Chicken Pie weighs in at 289 grams. Alright, let's cut into Aberfoyle Village Bakery's Satay Chicken Pie and we'll see what the filling is like. That's the inside of Aberfoyle Village Bakery's Satay Pie for $6.90. It smells alright. So the pastry is of a even thickness. It's getting on the verge of being a little bit too thick, I reckon. And it's baked relatively well. So diced chicken in a creamy sort of satay sauce. It's got sweet notes on the palate. That's sitting in there as it should. Yeah, it's a different tasting satay sauce. It's sweet. I reckon there's a little bit of mustard sort of flavour throughout it. Definitely doesn't have that peanut sort of flavour as you'd probably find in a satay dish. The last satay pie, chicken satay pie I had was in Perth at Four Seasons, and I thought that was terrific. Terrific. I've had a few sweeter sort of satay pies in the past. Yeah, so not bad. Not bad. I don't know what I was expecting. Probably a peanut sort of based satay gravy sauce in the pie. All right, let's finish the other half off. The gravy is nice and thick and creamy. The filling seasoned well. I just wish it had more of that sort of peanut sort of flavour throughout the pie. So I was last up here last year, I think, or the year before. I can't remember. No, the year before, sort of been in 2024. Yeah. Come up here prior to YouTube, had some of their pies, so pretty decent. A few viewers on the channel have said, get back down here, Marty, so here I am. All right, my final verdict on Aberfoyle Village Bakery's chicken satay pie. Pretty good value for money, coming out $6.90 and was over 250 grams, so ticks that box. The pie was of a decent presentation. Pastry looked of a good sort of colour, golden lid. Sides and the base were of even colour. I think the pastry, the pie bottom was getting just on the verge of being too thick. Could have been a little bit thinner, I think. It's baked relatively well. Could have been, yeah, just that bottom bake on it. Just a little bit further through, I think. The pie's packed full of filling. I like the filling. It's a different sort of satay take on the pie. It was none of that peanut sort of flavour which I was sort of expecting in there. The chicken was nicely cooked. Not too bad. Half decent pie from Aberfoyle Park. We give that 4 thumbs out of 5. All right, this is a Thai green curry pie. Retails for $6.90. Presentation looks all right. It's got a nice dark golden brown lid. There's a little bit of lift happening there with the pastry on the lid, the sides, and the base a little bit darker. Anyway, their Thai green chicken curry pie weighs in at 270 grams. Again, pretty good value for money at $6.90. All right, let's cut into their Thai green curry pie. That's the inside of their Thai green chicken curry pie for $6.90. You can smell the curry in there. So again, the pastry is probably on par with the first pie. It's a little bit thick, so it is a tad salty, that filling, first bite. So diced chicken pieces in a semi-spicy, semi-sort of hot, wouldn't exactly call it gravy. That's sitting in there nicely as it should. So this one is a little bit tad salt here. I think the salt has killed off the curry flavour a little bit. Yeah, which is unfortunate. I've had a few Thai green chicken curry pies in the past, and far out, a few of them have made me sweat, really sweat just from eating them. So yeah, not the case with this one. More curry, less salt, I think. So the last pie I had that was this salty was at Farmhouse Bakery in Holden Hill there. All right, my final verdict on their Thai green chicken curry pie for $6.90 was average. The pastry had a nice colour to it. The base was a little bit darker. A little bit of lift happening there with the lid. It's packed full of filling chicken. It was tender to eat, but it was a little bit too salty. So I think that cancelled out the curry flavour throughout the pie. More curry, less salt flavour in the pie, I think. So we'll give that 3 thumbs out of 5. I'm getting a little bit full. All right, got a Chester Square for dessert. This is a SA iconic cake. You can only find these in Adelaide. So basically, you've got your pink icing on top. Some have coconut on top, some don't. And then that's like your sort of fruit cake mix all mushed up into one solid unit. And cake base and cake bottom. The presentation looks all right. So Aberfoyle Village Bakery's Chester Slice weighs in at 245 grams. All right, let's cut into their Chester Square and we'll see what it's like. It smells all right. Got some good flavour to it. The icing isn't too sweet. The minced fruit middle is all right. It's pretty tasty. The cake base, the biscuit base isn't too dry. Some other Chester Squares have had a bit of alcohol on the palate. E.g., for example, sometimes they use leftover Christmas cake for the middle. Wow, it's a little bit to get through. All right. My final verdict on their Chester Square. It was different to the other ones that I've tried in the past. The others have had a little bit of alcohol on the palate. The consistency of the fruit and the fruit mince is a little bit, I don't know, a little bit thick in consistency. The presentation looked good. The cake, the biscuit base wasn't too dry, still had a bit of moistness to it. Not the best, but not the worst. Anyway, we'll give that 3.5 thumbs out of 5. As per usual, we'll go have a quick look around in the bakery and that will be it for the video, guys. So they do a variety of breads, block loaves and the high tops. Variety of scrolls and rolls, cheese and bacon, cheese and Vegemite. I've got a selection of cakes here, they all look nicely presented. They range from like $24 to $45. Some more cakes, they look great. quiches and some quiche slices. Quiche looking muffin sort of things. Fruit pies, she's my cherry pie, apricot pie and apple pie. Family size quiches. That's their price list of the cakes, rolls and cheesecakes and slabs and fruit pies. That's the price list of their savoury stuff. Then some cakes. So jelly cakes. Oh, good. Scones from Scone. And some cornflake cookies up the back there, shortbread cookies. All the cakes, look at them. So some buns, cream and apple and custard, I think. Finger buns, different variety. White, pink and sprinkle iced ones. And their ice donuts. And the cinnamon donuts. Hedgehog slice, and I reckon that's a caramel slice. Cookies, macaroon tarts, meringues, and jam tarts. And some cookies for the kids. And some gingerbread men down the end. Fire up, they've got a range of torpedo rolls here too. Neapolitan cakes, banana breads, cupcakes, walnut cake, and apple and rhubarb cake. Looks alright, I haven't had rhubarb for ages. I might get back onto it soon. I see a kitchen and bun. Looks alright. Pasting slice. Some more cupcakes. Jelly slice. And Aberfoyle Park's custard tart. Cheesecakes. And more cakes. I reckon that might be the cherry ripe slice. Chocolate cake, chocolate mud cake. Chester Square. Turnovers, apricot and apple. And Aberfoyle Park's stop log. Claire's. Cream buns. And some slices. These are all their pies, pasties and sausage rolls. They look pretty good. Nice golden sort of look on the pastry. Sausage rolls look good. That's all their pies. Well, that potato pie looks alright. Yeah. And some more down the bottom. and some Kranskis down the end. Last time I come down here, I had their bangers mashed pie, which I don't think they've got on anymore. I thought that was pretty good. Let's see the menu up there. So the prices range from $6.60 to $7. They got about 10 different flavours. 4 different flavours of chicken, 5 of pasties, a few different sausage roll flavours, and the quiches. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. Please give the video a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, jump on Facebook, join my group, the Meat Pie Appreciation Group. The link's in the video description, where we're keeping it real and we're all Australian. Thanks for watching from Aberfoyle Park in South Australia. See you in the next one, guys.